Well, the incident I was involved in was I was going around a long right turn down the hill, and there was an island in the middle of the road, and I overcompensated to like go too far on the left side of the road, and my front left wheel clipped the curb and gripped onto the curb, and so it dragged up both steering wheels to the left towards the pavement, and the steering wheel came out of my hand. And about 2 meters later, there was a signpost in the pavement, and my car hit that, but it hit it right on the sensor for the airbag, and so the airbag came out, and I couldn't see where I was going. I think I scraped along a wall a bit, and then it just kind of messed my car up.
I was coming out of college one evening, and a car had come out of nowhere. It's like full pelt into the back of me, doing like 30 or 40. I was just like stuck in like traffic coming out of college, and so obviously like I had a mate in the passenger seat, and we was like, what was that? Like, just we heard a massive bang, and like we jolted forward. So I got out of it and had a look, and someone had driven right into the back of me. Obviously wasn't looking where he was going.
I don't know the full story of it, but it's like the third one in 3 years, and there's a massive loss to everybody. But again, Pete, being a young driver, got a lot of the blame. When I found out about the crash, my head, well, I was just gutted because I lost my mates and that. Because I'm friends with his family, I felt really bad for them. Just kind of shocked, and just seeing, I wanted to know who else was involved.
It's a lot easier to have an accident than I thought it was. Before, I thought it had to be quite hard to have an accident on your own without anybody else to like kind of make you have an accident, but it's quite easy just to lose concentration for a second and can't go on the wall.
I think that when you start driving, I think until like you're in an accident or your friends are in an accident, you don't realise how dangerous cars are.
Do I think young people will take enough care on the roads? At the start, I don't think they do. But after having a small incident, like, I don't know, you pull out on a car or something and they use their horn and it kind of scares you, or you have an accident like I had, then it kind of puts it all in perspective that it's quite easy to have an accident.
Young drivers, I think, on a whole, get a lot. People expect them to be inexperienced drivers, and they always say like if they're crashing it's because they're driving too fast, trying to show off, or that they just ain't got the experience to be out on that. So I think they get like, not abused that way, but not given much chance.
I think young drivers sort of have a bad image just because of a certain field. They sort of get picked on more, higher insurance prices, and we're blamed for crashes where, especially from driving experience, like old people definitely are dodgy on the roads.
From my opinion on younger drivers is that there isn't a particular problem. And if you look at statistics over fatal crashes, and that doesn't include serious injuries, so I'm talking about actual fatal crashes, they don't feature particularly highly.
People can just sort of ping them with a brush and they don't really stick up for themselves, you know what I mean? It's harder to say anything against it. Like, if you're a new driver and you want to insure your car, automatically like it's a couple of grand just to insure it, like a little car, just because of the fact of your age. Whereas if you're really old, it's really cheap, but they're less as likely or more likely to like cause an accident.
The impact obviously with younger people is more because you've got parents still involved, and whereas older people who are dying haven't got the parents, maybe have children, but they're a bit more resilient. There's nothing worse than losing a child or a younger person. So
I reckon that when it comes to a certain age, they should sort of have to redo their license if they're sort of got potential of being dodgy.
I don't think, and this is only again a personal view, is that we don't put enough emphasis on what goes on in our roads. People generally, as a public, want to see antisocial behaviour reduced, and moan about the kids kicking a football around or whatever it is that annoys them, noise. We don't tend to want to look at how people are driving. Seriously, that's for my liking. If I got on my soapbox, I think we should test people every 5 years, personally.